Good to go?
Yep.
Awesome. Hello everyone and welcome to our Friday night D&D session. We are Gutsy Goblin and we're going to try to entertain you and have some fun while we're doing it. So, when we last left off, the group was taken to the Harlholm Keep to discuss the events that they found during their investigation, at which point they were attacked by what seemed to be the captain of the guard, Hathor Oris. After defeating and murdering justly this person, they found it to be the same monk that attacked them in Heron's Landing by the name of Zistra.
That bitch.
Yeah. So with that information shared, the group was escorted out of the castle, to which they went to the Grizzled Grump and were told to meet up with a dwarf.
A very sexy dwarf.
Your words, not mine. Uvdu found herself in the company of a female dwarf for an hour of her time.
We had a lot to talk about. It was very nice.
She hired a prostitute and played cards with her.
What else do you need to do?
Anyways, Aldous was thrust into the group in no uncertain terms and is coming to terms with the fact that he is now, well, here.
I guess I'm just to help these guys keep straight, I guess, by being brains, I guess.
We don't need no brains.
At which point, there was a dwarf that comes down the stairs, seemed to quell a bit of an uprising within the bar. Aldous pushed a drunk into him, causing a bit of a brawl.
It was good times.
I missed it.
No. At which point they were told to meet him at the Red Wreath, or the remains of the Red Wreath, and that he would get them out of town. And we finished the last episode with the crew hopping on their cart and the doors of Harlholm opening, and they made their way once again into the barren, cold wastes that are Elr Island.
Oh, and we bought some clothes and winter survival gear.
Oh yes, you got some winter survival gear, so yes,
Let's
you're
not
good.
forget our new chicken friend.
Chicken friend.
That's right. Korth bought a chicken named Carla.
She is now the MVP.
That remains to be seen.
New mascot, new party mascot.
Oh God.
Please make us a logo with a chicken on it.
Wow. Okay, so it is late at night. Overhead, you can see a lot of stars. It seems to be a very clear night. It's a very cold night. You are traveling through the night at this point, as you took a short rest before leaving. Your dwarven friend is going to tell you, his name is Odell, and he's going to tell you that the Elder Shear is roughly a 10-day away on horseback.
Okay.
And this. And that's where we're going to find the albino druid.
He's going to look at you and he's going to say, "Hi, that's where he was last time."
Cool.
Now, just up ahead of her, over here in the trees, there's going to be another cart because there's too much of us shoved on this one. So, as such, he is going to take the reins on the first cart and head over to the meeting point he has set up. And there's going to be a human male there with another cart, 2 horses, and it's a covered carriage like the one you guys have.
Okay.
Alaria, Dracus, and Korth are going to hop in that one. And they will be set up for travel on that cart.
Okay.
So who is going to help Odell with the horses?
I can help with horses.
All right.
I'm not.
Well, he's gonna steer. He just needs someone to ride shotgun.
Okay. Well, I've got this beautiful bear cloak, so I'm very warm.
If anything, I'm probably in the back, just like precipitation, warmth, warmth, small one. We may have winter gear, but it doesn't mean I can't use my magical version of hot paws or whatever.
I also forget in my inventory, I have the first thing on my list is a very warm blanket, so I got both of those. So I'm okay sitting in the front.
All right then. So you guys travel throughout the night. Uvdu, you're in the front, so why don't you roll a perception check?
Good at perceiving. That's gonna be a 7.
7?
So perceptive.
You're kind of taken back at how peaceful it is here at night.
Without Ilaria crying.
You're taken back with how peaceful it is right now, with the 2 moons overhead, the stars shining through. There's no real blustering wind as you guys have felt on your way here. Mm-hmm. It seems to be a very calm night, and you can just kind of like see the stars glistening on the snow, and it just, you're not really paying attention to much. You're just kind of admiring the view.
Wow, it's like everything is dead.
Odala's gonna like sit there, like just kind of like sideways look at you.
What?
Oh, this is also like, okay.
I meant that it's peaceful and such.
At that point, he's gonna be, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Alice just shakes his head.
So, at this point, Odala's gonna ask you guys. We can do this at a fast pace and try to shave some time off, or we can go at a normal pace and do what we gotta do. But the choice is up to you.
I don't know if Voodoo does anything fast anymore.
I mean, we're on horses. That largely depends on our rations, I think, because if we don't have confirmation that he is there, or if we get, say, sidetracked by a storm or whatever.
Or if someone were to eat them all when we're not looking.
If anything, all this will ask to do the faster pace.
Whatever.
We got carts. We'll, we don't need to like necessarily double time it, but just so we have more time than anything, rather than getting caught in the elements.
Okay, so like a quicken pace?
Yes.
So instead of a full 10 day, you want to try to get there in 8?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. He's gonna, there's on the cart, there's like a little window between the driver and like the cart itself, so like on the inside. So he's gonna look back at you and say, all right, well then, let's get a move on, shall we? He's gonna crack the reins and gonna head off in a pretty nice gallop.
If we're close to any pine cones that are within grabbing distance, I would like to grab them.
I don't think that'll happen. They're not like apples strangling from a tree.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. If it's just in passing. Maybe if we stop for a bathroom break.
With the perception check of 7, you're not seeing much. It's a little dark.
I'm old,
Yes, I'm fully aware.
It's hard to see things sometimes.
Okay. So, first night of travel, not much happens. Sun starts coming up as you guys make the crest around the city and then start heading south. You can see the quarry off in the distance, and you guys make your way past the quarry, past the technical farmland per se. Not much really grows out here.
Yep.
But people are definitely trying.
I imagine there's lots of potatoes.
Lots of potatoes, lots of frost berries. Yep. There's some things that grow out here, but it's very difficult to do so.
Should try farming pine cones. quite easy to farm. You just need some trees.
You guys sound fully aware. And trees take 20 years to grow.
I got nothing but time.
Not that much.
Not anymore. Scoop's dream is to retire and be a pine cone farmer.
Alright, so sun comes up. It is a new day. The second cart is keeping up beside you, and Odell is going to yell over and say, Kenneth, we're going to do a lively pace, and we're going to try to get there sooner than later. Try to keep up, don't get separated. Kenneth is going to just kind of like nod and crack the reins, and you guys start galloping off. So you're still up front? Alright. I need all of you to take a point of exhaustion.
Is that just HP?
Nope.
How does that work?
It's a status. I have cards.
You have disadvantage on all ability checks until you take a long rest.
I'm just going to make a tally for exhaustion.
Yep.
One.
Guess I thought I did, but I guess.
There it is. JK.
I'll make it later.
So basically, you have disadvantage on all ability checks until you finish a short rest.
Okay.
Sorry, a long rest.
I mean, for the rest of us in the cart, we can just nap off, really.
So you guys.
If anything, we should take shifts so we can keep the Dwarfman company for alertness and I don't know, look after each other. So, I don't know. Do you want to take a rest while Aldous offers to something?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Alright, so you guys switch places.
Yeah.
And now you're sitting beside Odell.
Yep.
Alright,
I'm going to nap in my bear cloak.
sounds good. Making your way south. Again, there's no real roads that you can see. It's just kind of area that's been traversed previously that you're kind of keeping your eyes on. He seems to know the way for the most part. You're kind of heading south at this point, just due south. Is there anything you guys would like to do during this day area?
During one of the times where all this switches
Yep.
watch posts, he's gonna try actually speaking Infernal to Lone, and be like, "Do you understand what I'm saying?" But in like,
I hear this and I'm like, yeesh.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, obviously. Are you not?
but do you reply in Infernal or do you reply in just normal common time?
You're probably replying common because she's just confused. But what do you mean? Why wouldn't I understand you?
Yeah, it's still in. Eldest explains that he wasn't sure from how young Lone is if she understood her the tongue of demons.
What's a demon?
Aldous goes on a very long explanation of they are a terrifying creature that is not of this world.
Yeesh, everyone says my stories are boring.
Gotta do something to pass the time.
Alright, so you guys switch places, and please make a perception check at disadvantage.
We're still exhausted.
Yeah, you guys haven't. You didn't rest at all.
That is a 14.
14? It's pretty good. You can see just off to the west, coming down a bit of a hill, you can see a pack of wolves chasing after a caribou.
How far away?
About 300 feet.
Are they coming towards the road, or?
They are trailing behind the caribou. But, yeah, the caribou's running towards the road area.
Hey, Odell, you want some dinner?
I mean, sure. I sure as hell am not going to complain.
Aldous hops off the cart and like starts running towards the caribou.
Okay, make a dexterity saving throw.
Sure. Ugh. That is 22.
Okay, so while this cart is moving at a quickened pace, Aldous is like, "Hey, I got an idea," and jumps off while the cart is still going.
If anything, Aldous calls back. There's a caribou coming towards the road, and just to slow down the carts a bit.
Just you're like there, like cool, okay, and he like yanks on the reins, and inside you guys are kind of like, whoa.
What the hell?
All right, that happened.
And then I just like look out the window and there's all this like rolling.
He just said like a nice combat roll and just.
Hey, did you kick him off the cart?
He jumped off, actually.
Weird. Okay.
Right? Okay, so you've jumped off the cart. You've managed to like successfully not injure yourself doing so while it's moving at a quickened pace. The caribou is closing in. It's about 150 feet away, getting closer by the...
150 feet. Okay, Aldous readies a... You know what? He wants to make sure that it like goes down one shot and not run out. He readies a guiding bolt.
What?
Okay.
So you're gonna like shoot it and cook it at the same time?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Roll the attack.
Might get some wolves too while he's after him.
That's a natural 2.
Natural 2?
Yes.
Okay, you're like...
It explodes.
You land and you're like, I got this, and kind of like pop your collar and like do your arcane symbol with your hand and just like and you watch as the caribou just kind of like very easily sees that coming and just sidesteps and then hops back in the same position like
Aldous gets determined.
okay. Caribou is now running towards you. It's about 60 feet away.
Oh my goodness. I'm looking out the window because I want to see if this caribou is going to kill him.
You know what? Aldous is going to use Shatter to try and make it fall over.
Okay.
Everything is super. It's
So
a warlock.
this
It'll
is
be fine.
a dex save.
Constitution saving throw.
How much constitution does a caribou have?
I don't know. We're about to find out.
Oh my god. Just like looking out the window, I'm like, what the hell is he doing?
Closest thing to a caribou is going to be a deer, I think.
My goodness.
Look, Aldous saw some extra food rations.
Okay. That's... you have a saving throw of 13, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
I will double check that.
Oh, that's a natural 18, so...
Well, it's still
Is he gonna die?
Half
from
damage.
caribou?
11, 19, 24.
So 12 damage?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you hit this caribou with Shatter, and, like, it makes the save, but it still does enough damage that this thing, it's shocked to death. It was the life was scared out of it more than it was injured.
Aldous is happy.
At that point, the wolves don't really care that happened. They just latch onto the caribou.
Oh.
No. Aldous starts shooting. Aldous shoots a sacred flame at one of the wolves.
Ooh, we're
Okay.
gonna have wolf tonight too.
Yep.
Alright.
Dexterity saving throw. Before they burn.
Don't burn the caribou.
Dexterity.
I'm trying to
for-
cook it now.
Dexterity for a wolf. I believe they have a +2, so that's a natural 15.
That saves, so no damage.
Okay. At that point, roll initiative.
Oh my god.
Hey! That is a 15 initiative.
Trees. Ooh, stilts.
For good measure. Oops, that's the one. Do you want to angle the camera up a little bit? Here, I'll let you see that. You can figure that out. Okay.
Push it back a little bit.
So, where's the cart? Oh, duh. Okay, so cart over here. Horses. You two are still in the cart. Dead caribou, sure.
Do we have a dead caribou with you?
No!
We could use the golden bowl.
I'll find something. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Okay. That's a thing that happened. All right. All right. Well, this dire badger is going to be our dead caribou.
Dire badger sounds
Oh,
cooler
wow.
than a dead caribou.
Should be on this in the middle there. Okay. Initiative has been rolled.
Yes.
Where did I put it? I am losing my mind tonight.
You're hanging out with the wrong crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had everything set up, and then I started.
The best laid plans. Oh, what are you looking for?
Like a pad of paper, just it's got all my initiative notes and everything on it.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't think I've seen that.
It's like that one. It's not that one. That's the battle from last time. I literally just had it in my hand. That nope.
You just had it in your hand?
Yep. And then I started putting things away. Okay, so I remember that one wolf had 19, one wolf had a 17 for initiative. So what's your initiative?
15.
15. Okay, you're gonna go third. So the first wolf is going to rush you. They have a speed of 40, so he can get to you no problem.
Sure.
And he is going to attack you.
Sure.
And that is a +3 to hit. That is a 9. That is going to miss. Aha, found it. Put it inside something. That's a good place for it. Okay. Then the big boy, he's going to rush forward. He's got a speed of 50, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He can just get to you. And because of pack tactics, he has advantage on his attack. It's going to be a 14 to hit.
That hits on the dot.
That is your dog armor class. So you take 10 points of damage. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Not 20.
All right, you are not knocked prone. Next wolf is going to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, Aldous.
It's okay. I didn't realize all of them were in basically exactly 40, so that's okay.
That's going to miss. He's going to, even an advantage, he's not going to get an attack on you. And it is now your turn.
Sweet. I immediately go, guys. And I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on one of the smaller wolves to start.
Okay, which one?
That one.
That one? Okay. A natural 18.
Sure. He's just going to be run down at this point, so if anything, all this is just going to I probably should have taken dodge, but that's okay. That's pretty much, that's going to be my turn. Or I'm going to use my bonus action to use 2 of my celestial healing dice
Sure.
on myself for 7 HP back. Sweet.
Okay. Having heard, guys, I need you guys to roll initiative as well.
Just kidding. I want to kill something. Natural 20.
Natural
21.
20, what, plus your dex mod? 0?
Natural 20.
You're faster than someone who's naturally fast.
And then you
21.
are 21, okay.
I am 21.
Wolf, the last wolf is going to move forward and like guard the caribou, knowing he can't make it to you anyways. Top of the round, lone.
Bum, bum, bum,
It's going to take you 15 feet to get out of the cart.
Okay. So I still get a sneak attack dice because of proximity, right?
Yep.
So I'm just gonna try and take a shot at the big boy with my
Okay.
crossbow. 16.
16 will hit.
Sneaky. And 11 damage.
11 damage to the big boy. Okay.
And then bonus action, I'm gonna try and hide behind this.
Okay, roll your stealth.
12.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Wolf 2, that's going to be the one with the 8 on its head. He's going to make another attack at Aldous. That is going to be a 14 to hit.
That hits exactly.
Okay, so you're going to take 7 damage, 7 piercing damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Go. Was almost an 18. That's 2. I'm
You are
prone.
not prone.
Sweet.
Uvdu, you're up.
It takes
You
15
are watching Aldous just get pummeled.
Oh my god. So 15 feet to get out, and then are these 5 or 10?
These are 5s.
Okay. So 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm going to come up to the small guy,
Okay.
and I'm going to take my battle axe and just smash him.
Okay.
Give him the old 1 2.
Just one.
Oh.
Just one. 8.
That is going to miss.
Whoops.
Now, as a war cleric, you can choose to add plus 10 to one attack roll as your channel divinity.
I realize that,
Okay,
but I'm
just
not
making
using
sure.
channel divinity on a wolf that's on the street.
Okay. Yeah, that does not hit. Okay. It is now its turn. Oh, it's the big boy's turn. He's gonna attack Aldous because he's down in front of him.
I mean, they already had advantage before the throne, so.
That is going to be a 15 to hit. They're rolling really bad. It's a good thing they're rolling an advantage.
Well, I eat another hit.
That is going to be 10 points of damage from the big guy.
Sweet.
And you're already prone, so you can't do that.
So you've been pushed in the snow.
And then the one you attacked is going to make an attack at you at advantage.
Okay.
Yep, that's going to be a 10 to hit. Nope.
Stupid wolf.
Yep. Aldous.
Okay. Aldous is going to. First off, bonus action, mumbo jumbo himself for the last dice of the day for another 6.
Okay.
Because eating all kinds of damage today. I need to get out of there, but standard action to disengage, and then
Okay, so then you have 15 feet of movement.
stand up. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Yeah, that happens. Wolf number 3 is going to. He's still hanging back, protecting his prize, waiting for something to happen. Now, top of the round goes to Lone.
Well, I'm going to. I'm gonna try and take another shot at. Well, Uber's not close enough for my thing, right?
Nope.
Not for the big guy, no.
I'm gonna take another shot at him anyway.
Okay.
Am I? No, I'm not hidden.
You were not hidden, yes. It definitely saw you.
15.
What's that?
15 to hit.
15 just hits.
Okay. 6 damage.
All right, you stick another arrow into its side, and it looks over and just kind of like sees you and just starts growling.
Good job, kid. You're getting better at this.
Fight me.
Okay.
Yeets
Wolf
you into
2
a right.
is going to continue to chase Aldous. Doesn't have advantage on the attack. That's going to be a 15.
Of course.
You take 7 points of damage.
Sweet.
Roll a strength saving throw, please.
That is a 7.
You are knocked prone again.
Ow!
It grabs your leg and then just reefs on it, and you just end up falling like ass over tea kettle and thud, hit the ground with a sickening thud. And yeah.
Good thing there's snow on the ground.
Uvdu.
Try hitting the little guy again.
Okay.
That's an 18 plus 6.
That'll
I
hit.
assume that works. And that is with my battle axe.
Yep.
That's 9 damage.
9 damage to the little guy. You do some heavy damage to this guy here, and he is not looking too good after that. He's starting to whimper a little bit.
I just growl at him.
Looking, you can kind of like see a little bit of fear in his eyes, but he's not backing down either.
That's okay.
At this point, Direwolf is going to move forward on you. Make an attack. It's going to be 24 to hit.
Yeah, it is.
You're going to take 10 points of damage. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
14.
14, you managed to successfully not get pulled down and are not prone.
Okay.
That wolf that you just hit is also going to make an attack at you.
Okay.
There's going to be a 15 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, 15 doesn't hit. You see it coming and you just kind of like raise your shield at the last second and like knock it away.
Get lost, wolf.
And then he's gonna like whimper and just kind of like start licking his wound there a little bit. Aldous, you are prone.
Again.
Yep.
All this will stand up. He will cast Sacred Flame on the weakened wolf.
Okay. That's dexterity.
Dexterity save.
It's another natural 18.
I'm a wizard. Cast save. Cast save. Cast save. The elk cast save.
You still have 15 feet of movement if you want to do anything.
I don't have the HP to risk
Okay.
provoking the attack.
All right. Wolf number 3, he's going to see you hurt his friend, and he's going to run up and in here and head up. Do. That is going to be a 22 to hit. Okay, you take another 7 points of damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
These wolves are killing me. Oh, that's cocked. 20.
You are not knocked prone. Okay, top of the round. Lone.
Yep. So he looks shitty.
Yep.
The other ones look not.
The other ones haven't been touched. And the big one, he's been hit.
Guess I'll attack this one with my crossbow.
Okay.
17.
That'll definitely hit.
So I'd get sneak attack dice and regular. Because
Yes.
of this.
Yep.
Yeah. $20 damage.
Okay, you shoot this one. It goes like it's attacking, and it misses Aldous, and Aldous gets up, and you just kind of like pot shot it, and he kind of looks over at you at the last second. He goes like right into the eye and right into the brain. Just,
Dead.
he is done.
Got him.
Good job.
All right, that would have been its turn, but it is now. Uvdu,
Alrighty.
you got the one in front of you that is looking really bad. You got the one beside you that is untouched, and then the big one seems to be in pretty good shape as well.
Okay. I am going to. I should probably cast Cure Wounds on myself. But I'm also surrounded by wolves. I think that I am going to try to cast Inflict Wounds on the big wolf.
Okay.
Give him a high five.
5 across the ass. 7 across the
I
ass.
don't actually know. I guess it's just a melee attack.
It's
You make a spell. You roll a d20 at your spell modifier.
Okay.
That's cocked. You know, better.
That'd be +5.
Definitely hits.
Alright. And then it's 3d10.
Necrotic.
Go, Voodoo.
So that's 8.
Yep.
8, 13, 17.
17 points of necrotic. This thing is like you watch as Uvdu like just grabs this thing like what? Where'd you grab it? Snout, throat.
Its face.
You grab. She like plants her hand directly on his face, and you watch as like these pulses of green, sickly energy just like run down her arm and into this thing's skull. It takes a considerable amount of damage. It is looking really bad. It did not like that. You watch as like some of the fur just starts like falling off of it, and it starts looking like it's got mange.
Elvis kind of like, don't eat that part, Lo.
I don't want to eat that guy anymore.
Shouldn't eat the face anyway, there's no meat in it.
It's his turn, and he is going to make an attack on Uvdu because that really hurt. Nope. That'd be an 11 to hit, even with advantage.
He tried to bite me and all his teeth fell out.
That poor thing. The wolf on the other side of you is going to make his attack against you. That'll be a 23 to hit.
Yep.
So you take 7 points of damage. And make a strength saving throw.
I can't. I've passed out.
Uvdu has been knocked unconscious.
Yes.
Aldous, it is your turn.
You don't get the 1 HP thing?
Nope, because I am a full orc, not a half orc.
There's no one relentless intolerance or whatever it's called.
Yep. Aldous will make some space,
Yeah.
and then Sacred Flame on the direwolf.
All right. Dexterity saving throw. Nope. That's a 19.
Are you really a wizard?
You see like fire coming down from the sky. I'm like, I'm just not having a good day. He's like literally just like, So that's 15.
Really a wizard? Really?
Something like that. I'll just gain some more ground. He's squishy.
Noticing that Uvdu is no longer a threat, this one is going to rush Lone and make an attack.
I'm really ready to rebuke Helishly.
All right, that is going to be a 14 to hit.
what I got.
15. Sorry. So yeah, it'll still hit. Okay. You take 7 points of damage.
And I cast Hellish Rebuke.
Roll your 2d10.
Isn't it 3d10?
3d10. That's right. We went over this last time because it's casting it at second level.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. It is in rough shape. You hear her speak in Infernal back at this creature, just like on instinct, and you hear probably something along the lines of "Don't touch me," as seems to be her phrase.
Don't touch me!
Yeah.
Or "No, thank you." And you watch as the flames wreath around this thing and just horribly, horribly burn it. Everything in this battle is taking a great amount of damage. Lone, you're up.
Well, guess I don't still get that advantage now that my cohort here is passed out.
Nope.
It's not enough for me to just be there.
Rats. Is he dead?
Is he dead? No.
He's almost.
He's just critically injured.
He's
Okay.
yes.
I'm gonna slash at him with my short sword.
Go for it.
That's a natural one.
You try.
I
Okay.
said don't touch me.
Do you do anything else?
Bonus action disengage.
Sure. You got your full movement.
Yep. I'm over here.
Okay. Uvdu, please make a death saving throw.
17.
That's a success. The direwolf is going to turn around and head to you. Nope. He is too injured and he is not able to. You're able to telegraph his movement really fast. Wolf number 1 is going to slowly limp his way over as well. It's going to be a 21 to hit.
No, that doesn't hit Dan.
Yep, I know. You take 7 points of damage.
Alright.
Aldous.
Eldritch Bolt on this injured lad.
Sure.
That That is a 13 to hit.
That'll hit.
4.
1d10.
2 damage.
That's all I needed.
Yay!
You watch as from behind the cart. You only you can see this long, but you watch as from behind the cart. This like this like bluish icy energy just like surges from Aldous, and well, I guess you don't see from
behind
Aldous,
the cart.
from behind the cart, and hits this wolf and just like just force damage and blows it away. That was number 3. He is done.
Then those two are down, so all this will creep on the cart at a distance, in position.
Okay, Lone, you're up.
Bonus action disengage.
Okay.
Regular action. Well, I'm gonna move 30.
Yep.
Try to hide.
Your bonus action was to disengage.
Oh,
So
right.
your action be to hide, but
My action can be to hide. That would be a 25.
you disappeared completely.
You're just the tree.
Dude, please make a death saving throw. Success. Okay. What would they do? Because they don't know where you are.
They're probably very confused.
You just like disappeared.
They start eating Uvdu's body.
See, now that's something I'm considering, but
Well, I mean,
they also have keen senses, so...
what's that supposed to mean?
No, they have keen senses, so they can try to just do a perception check using smell to see where she went.
Oh.
And I think that's what the big guy is going to do.
It'd be funny if all they could smell was dead meat.
Kid not.
Can I smell,
Smell
over
where
the
you went?
Uvdu smell?
Yeah.
Little one's going to do the same thing.
It smells like bear and old lady.
Yeah, they have no idea you went. They're going to make their way over here and this one's going to use this, get about there, and he's going to head back to the caribou. And then he's going to spot Aldous. But he's used his movement.
Well,
Okay, so that's that guy and that guy. And Aldous, you're up.
I'll just bolt on the big lad.
Okay,
That is an 18 to hit.
that'll hit.
For 5 points of damage.
Okay, this is going to be close. Give me a second here. Yeah, you this time you see Aldous kind of do the summon and launch this icy blue colored bead of force towards the enemy and just hits the direwolf and just knocks it right down. He is done.
You are a wizard.
It's not saves, it's attacks. Saves are not your friend tonight.
I mean, I usually play physical characters, so I'm not surprised.
Lone, you are up.
Going to dash,
Okay.
and then can I try to help Uvdu?
How do you want to do that?
I have a potion of healing.
Like giving me CPR.
You're gonna use an action to feed her the potion?
Yes.
Okay. Roll your 2d4 plus 2.
Do.
Plus 2 Uvdu.
Plus 2 do. Hey.
7, 8.
You regain 8 points of health.
Oh, I had this wonderful dream where I died.
It was peaceful.
Uvdu, It's your turn.
I was just talking about death, and now look what happened.
Oh my. I'm getting too old for this. I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself like I should have done.
Okay. So you're laying on the ground. You kind of like grab your hand and like slap it to your chest.
Ooh, that's an 8.
8.
Plus
Plus 5, I think.
plus 3.
Plus 3. Okay.
And then I'm like, me too, please. I could also use it.
You just make motion.
Okay, dire wolf is gone. Wolf number 1 is going to.
Are you still laying there?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't get up,
Okay,
so.
just checking.
Okay, it is going to. It saw Aldous. So can I get to him? 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I can get to Aldous. It is going to attack Aldous. It is not going to attack Aldous.
I'd like to see it fly.
Aldous, it is your turn.
I'll just cast Sacred Flame at the wolf.
You sure? Because dexterity
I
saving
rolled
throws
it.
is not in your friend.
Eldritch Bolt is a range attack, so it is at disadvantage if I try and shoot him. I will withstand the curse.
You will not. That's a natural 2.
Excellent. So he takes 2 damage.
He is still alive.
Aldous looks at his book, kind of frustrated. But if anything, he'll like,
Just getting this out of him?
just
Without disengaging? Okay.
well, he I don't got the
Yep.
HP to risk it. So
Okay. Lone, you're up.
You look pretty shitty, that wolf.
Yes, he looks really, really shitty.
just poke him. He's
So I'm gonna go over here. And then attack it with my short sword.
At advantage. Yep.
11?
No. No, not at all.
Just throw my short sword in the garbage, I guess.
Utu, you're up.
I'm gonna stand up.
Okay, that's 15 feet of movement.
Okay. And then I'm gonna try to cast Sacred Flame on the remaining wolf.
maybe Grimsh will favor you a bit better. You don't have to roll.
It's a natural 16.
So no, nobody's
no.
doing Sacred Flame.
Apparently, Grimsh doesn't want his words spoken today.
Nope.
That makes it the wolf's turn. You were the most immediate threat.
She's like, I know what I am.
That's going to be a 21 to hit.
Of course it is.
So it's going to be 7 damage. And it's like looking back and forth between you two guys, and it's just like it's growling, and it's like you can see the fear, but it's not giving up.
I'm growling, but you can see the rage.
Imagine like Bowser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aldous.
You know what? I'd be shooting at disadvantage, but I have advantage because of flanking, so I'm just gonna shoot a Eldritch Blast. Just
Yeah.
that is 21 to hit.
You don't have to roll. He had 1 HP.
Aldous kind of like makes the motion of pointing at his like wolf face. It just kind of blasts it off and just.
So, very reminiscent to what Uvdu did with her hand of green, like badness. Aldous does the same kind of idea and just kind of like grabs the skull of this wolf and point blank just. He watches this blue just and then dissipates as it falls to the ground. Congratulations, guys! You all survived, but barely.
I'm getting too old for this.
So, you don't want to grab some lunch? I could go for some lunch.
Me too. I need a nap.
I just fall over.
Pat you on the head. and I'll cast whatchamacallit, Cure Wounds.
Then cure my wounds.
I did.
You have to roll. You have to roll.
Why do I have to do it?
Because you're the one
Because you're
casting.
the spellcaster.
No, I'm not. 4.
4 plus
3.
3, so 7.
Jesus Christ, Gandhi.
What?
Oh, I cast a
That's
spell
not
on you
what-
and you expect me to
That's
cast
not one of
it?
the gods of this world.
Look, they're orky gods. Do it yourself. Their motto.
All right, so there is a caribou and 4 dead wolves. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna take the wolf skulls. Well, at least one of them.
Okay, roll survival. You got 4 chances at this, I guess.
Yeah.
17.
Which one are you going for?
One of the small ones that's still intact. Not that's been all rotted. Or blown off.
This one was on fire, this one was rotted, and this one had his face blown off.
Okay, not the face blown off one.
Okay, well, like,
One of them I did shoot through the head also.
yeah, so technically they've all had
They all
their
have
fair
that.
share of head traumas. I think your best bet would be the one that got shot through the eye.
Okay, then give me that one.
Okay.
You
So
just
you,
pick it up by the
you like
bolts.
grab the wolf, like the whole head, and you take your battle axe and you just kind of like chop it off at the neck. And it's going to take some time to actually like, remove the fur and like the meat and like clean it.
Yep.
Okay. So this,
That's what
It's
snow's
just like-
for.
well, no, it's going to take you some time to like polish this skull and make it worthwhile.
Red. Wolf skull.
I mean,
Technically, wolf head.
we got some time on the road. If anything, while this is happening, I'll just kind of ask Odell, hey, can we do? Let's grab some lunch and cook up this caribou. Take some of it to eat on the road.
All right. So at that point, you're going to look over, and the other cart, you can see that they were also beset by wild animals, and Dracosolaria and Korth made kind of short work of them.
They're just standing watching us, waiting for us to be done.
This just kind of goes, where were you?
Ah!
Like Korth is like got Carla. He's just like petting it. It's like they were scaring Carla.
That was a really good chorus.
Oh, this just goes back to the fire.
You haven't
Make
made a
some
fire
food.
yet.
Alice goes over to the woods and like, hey, break time for those of us who are injured. Yeah,
All right. So you're gonna take a short rest.
short rest, make a fire, cook and eat some food,
Okay.
fresh off the bodies. Well, not
Sounds
fresh
good.
off the bodies, but cooked after we got them off the
All
bodies.
right. What are you doing with the caribou? Seeing as how this all started.
I don't know. You're busy carving skulls.
Well, I can stop and carve a caribou.
It's true. If you wouldn't mind carving a caribou,
Roll survival, please,
I'll assist.
with advantage.
Oh, that
No, it's got to be the intended roll.
sucks.
Wow, what was it?
It was a natural 20.
No,
16. Plus 3 is 19.
still not bad. Okay, so do you want any trophies off this caribou while you're carving it up?
Antlers.
Ooh, antlers.
Skull with antlers. Okay.
Yeah, I want that part. You're not going to eat that part.
It's all yours. It's
Okay,
just like,
so,
I just
yeah.
want
I've
food.
got my own.
It,
Those aren't antlers, honey.
Whatever.
I take the skull of the caribou and I put it on my head and I'm like, these are antlers.
It's just like dripping.
yeah. Yes, it is literally dripping blood all over her face, hair, clothes.
Arts.
Okay, so you now have also a caribou head, but it's going to take you a good half an hour to an hour to carve up this animal properly to get the meat off of it.
It's alright. I continue to wear the head and the antlers while I'm carving it.
Okay, so make note of this. This meat will be good for probably like 3 days, and you're going to get like 15 rations out of it.
Okay.
You don't really find much else on the wolves, as most of the fur seems to be ruined except for the one that was shot through the eye.
That was the good one.
It's missing a head, but its pelt is still intact. The caribou is in pretty good condition. You managed to carve it up in a way that doesn't damage the hide if you so chose to take it.
It's delicious and practical.
That's what I was going for.
So who made the fire and how?
Aldous can't make fire yet. Keyword yet. I don't know. Aldous will sit there and struggle after he briefly, or no, he's assisting right now.
Yep.
So it'd be up to Lone to make a fire.
Can Odell help me?
I will let Dracus help you.
Dragus can help me.
So you can roll survival at advantage.
Cold Dragus never lets me down.
Do you have a flint and tinder or something like that?
Would you like to borrow a torch?
You still need to light the torch.
I have a burglar's pack.
I don't think that comes with that.
I have flint and tinder from Dungeoneering Kit.
You're very sneaky, and he's too busy helping. You managed to go in his backpack really quickly in the cart, grab it because you saw it once before somehow, and
Definitely wasn't spying on what he has.
nope. And yeah, very easily with the flint and tinder, you start a fire.
It's almost like that's my thing. Fire. Fire
Almost.
good.
I don't know about that.
Fire good. Water bad.
I say I don't know about that as I have a caribou corpse.
She's
on
literally
my
got a
head.
caribou skull dripping blood all down her head. Okay.
Reminds me of my childhood.
All right.
Well-
You guys take your short rest. You can roll hit dice if you want.
Yup. How many do I get to roll?
As many levels as you have.
Okay.
You know what? I'll roll all three. I'm
Well, you
very
can do,
close to the end.
You can do one at a time. Oh god, that was horrible.
But the third dice is okay. That's sure.
And then add your con mod, right?
0.
Yeah, yours is 0.
Good.
It's funny because you're a con artist.
I'm not a con artist. I'm a thief.
It's the con mod for each roll, right? So for each
Is-
dice, okay.
Is anyone still like pretty injured? Everyone's good. Cool.
No, she pretty much healed herself up with that full 11 after the fact.
Oh, yeah, I give you a potion, right?
Yeah. Okay. You start a little fire. Eventually, it goes into a big fire, and you cook said caribou. And how long you guys willing to spend here?
How late in the day is it?
It's still, I'd say it's roughly noon, because like you guys went all throughout the night, and then sun came up, and then you've been traveling. Yeah, it's just before noon, like 11 o'clock.
Just before noon. I mean, we're already spending an hour here. We are pretty exhausted. It might be an idea just to take the full rest and continue during the night.
Yeah. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with long rest.
Okay, so that's the plan. Then you guys are gonna
Yep.
sleep during the day and then travel at night.
Yep.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna take an old lady nap in the middle of the day.
Does that mean I have this back?
Yep. Every long rest.
And as I sleep, I'm gonna sleep with my newly acquired caribou thing on my head.
Do you have like the wolf pelt draped on top of your other pelts?
I'm
too?
like-
She didn't take the wolf pelt.
No, I didn't take the pelt. I just took the skull.
As a pillow.
Yeah.
Orcs. Yeah. Aldous stares at his book and like, what are you doing?
Why are you yelling at that book, you nerd? I say from my pile of pelts with my caribou on my head. Nerd.
Says the person who isn't a spellcaster but is blessed.
Yeah, I'm blessed. What's your problem?
I'm blessed too with magic.
Whatever. Magic user. And I like snuggle down.
Aldous shakes his head and just continues to read his tome.
I'm gonna snore obnoxiously.
I'm gonna be like, I can do magic.
Of course you can, honey, and I'll pat your head.
What kind of in Infernal? What kind of magic can you do?
I'm just gonna stare at the fire and then make it turn purple. Not towards you.
I'll just kind of gives it a clap.
Dracus is going to be sitting there on the fire. It's going to turn purple. Huh. Well, that's interesting.
Shouldn't have had those berries again. Remember that last trip I was on?
I'll just take some as my like Dracus. Can I have some daily wine rations, please?
He's going to head over to the cart, grab the alchemy jug, and pop one.
Jareth's gonna come back and he's gonna have his jug all used up.
He can make magical wine all he wants. He's just going to run out of this like higher
Particular-
quality mid-level wine.
Yeah, he's gonna this particular wine though.
That's not my problem. So yes, he's going to. Oh, he had 7 bottles left. So anybody who wants wine, there's a lot to go around.
I'm sleeping.
You're sleeping, okay? He go ahead, fills you up. He's gonna have a drink with you.
Clink. Yeah, all this just kind of very quickly clinks. Another day, another delight. Just,
He's gonna like pat you on the back and say, he's a beefy dragonborn, right? He's gonna like pat you on the back, but it's actually gonna like throw you a little bit. He's like, you'll get used to us, friend.
I think I'll get it eventually. All this like quickly finishes his cup and like,
Oh, that's really quick, and he just pours you another one. Ilaria, wine. Cool.
Let's get crunk!
I want to shred on my flute. It's a pan flute. Yeah.
yeah, I'm still shredding. God.
Play for us the song of your people.
She does not. But she tries to.
Aldous
Probably Welly Doodle.
drinks slowly so he doesn't get 5 bottles in him before the end of the night.
And Korth has got his chicken,
Aw.
and he's
Petting Carla.
he's just petting Carla.
Just waiting for the egg to come out.
He's got some seed in his hand.
I was gonna say he's just waiting for the egg.
He's like he's got some
waiting to
seed.
catch it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he's just kind of like watching, and he's like balking at her because he can't speak with animals. And he's just like scratching her head and like feeding her seed.
Korth, Carla, they're the one true pair.
I'm gonna spend some whatever free time I have attuning with this, unless I'm already attuned.
You have not because you didn't take a long rest, so you can now attune to it.
Okay.
So your AC goes up by 1,
Yep.
and all your saving throws by 1.
All my saving throws by 1?
Yep.
yes, it is crazy good.
So you have an AC of 15.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, my strength is no longer a negative.
It's
Good
a
job.
0.
Good job, kid.
And you all lose your point of exhaustion. Is there anything you'd like to do before this long rest? Like anything else you would like to do before this long rest?
Particularly, I don't think. There's nothing that requires investigation per se. Yeah, if anything, Aldous is going to do the thing because he was kind of kicking himself about it. He's going to cast Mage Armor on himself before he goes to sleep. Because when he wakes back up, he can then refresh it.
All right. You take out your tent. You set it up. You and Ilaria.
Yep.
You're in the cart.
Okay.
That's where you've always been.
I usually bother Dracus.
Yeah, she sleeps
Yeah.
with Dracus like a kitty.
Gotcha. Alright, so everyone's got their places set up. There's a fire going. You guys managed to stay warm and comfortable as much as possible out here. And a long rest happens. Everyone's happy. You wake up in the morning and you hear Korth. Yes!
Aldous, like, it's probably in his like morning rituals.
Oh no, this wakes you up.
Oh, he wakes up just. Aldous goes back to sleep. pretends he's not hearing.
You hear these like loud footsteps like crunching through the snow as like your tent door flies open. He's like holding his egg.
And I'm just like, oh, good job, buddy. And as I have my dried blood on my head from my caribou, I'm just like, gross.
Yeah. So basically, while you slept, all of the fluids, the blood, the brain fluid, all of that, it all just like seeped out through the gaping neck wound all over you.
Makes good hair jelly there, Udu.
Yep.
Your hair is blood red.
Cool.
Don't tell her that.
Nope.
She's like, ooh.
It's more like she tries to like flick her hair back. Her
Like,
dreads.
hey guys.
Her
Check me
dreads
out.
are like all blood red. She's got like blood dripping down, or like dried to the side of her face.
I just like wipe my forehead a little bit.
It
Just
does
don't
not come off.
acknowledge it.
Do you want help with that, or are
Help
you?
with what?
Never mind. Just, I think you're happy,
What?
right? You're you got a little something.
I rub my forehead.
Yeah, it's there's a little bit more from. I think it's
That's my face.
I think it's the brains from the caribou. It's
That's my face.
the blood, the brains in the caribou is part of your face now.
Oh, maybe. I did leave it on there for a while.
Okay.
All right, you guys set up for the morning. Have your breakfast. Set down your campsite and load back onto the carts.
Mm-hmm.
Quick and pace still.
I
It
mean,
is roughly like 9 o'clock at night. Sun has gone down.
no, I think we can go on a regular pace because we, at least for what's going on, or we're in a good spot. We have extra rations for everybody. What's the weather like right now? That's a good question.
The weather right now is not too different from yesterday. The wind's picked up a little bit, but it's still fairly clear. It's overcast.
Well, yeah, you know what? We'll just continue at the quick and pace because we're already riding through the night, and we can just rest during the day.
Okay, that's the plan.
Much.
Who's taking first watch with Odell?
Rock, paper, scissors?
I'll just do it.
Ooh.
Wrap myself up in my extra warm blankets and sit at the front.
You do so. You guys set off again?
Mm-hmm.
Please make your perception check.
16.
16? You're kind of like scanning around and not seeing much of anything. There's the occasional like rabbit runs by. You kind of see it the last second as the cart's moving forward, and it just blends so well in the background until you get close enough and it just bolts, and you notice it then. But not much happens on this day.
Okay.
Traveling at night seems there's a lot less things out, a lot less creatures out. This next day goes on without much of a hitch at all.
Well, So if anything, a repeat of what we did the night before. We just kind of set up tents and
Yeah.
the day before, I guess. And long rest during the day and travel by night.
Okay. The next few days, not much happens. Again, travel by night seems to have taken care of a lot of the dangers, as not many creatures are out at night. On the let's see here.
It's not like Minecraft where all the things get really dangerous at night.
No, because it's really cold and not many things want to be out in the cold.
That's
So we're just gonna fast forward. You guys travel another 3 days, so you're about halfway through your journey here.
And we finished the caribou.
Is Udu still up front? Is that going to be the thing?
I think that's going to be the thing.
I'm going to continually work on polishing my caribou skull.
At this point, it's been done.
Now it's a beautiful hat.
You know, it's a skull.
You
I
mount
tie-
it in the horns?
Yeah, I like put it on my head and I like tie it
Use your
down with my
dreadlocks to
hair,
tie it, yeah.
and I'm just like,
Your blood-crusted hair that is...
it helps it stick together.
Alright, so at this point, Odell is going to... You really stink.
Yeah, probably.
Okay then. Roll a perception check, please.
Can I perceive my own stink?
Probably not.
No. You
think
do
you're
rolling at
used to it now.
disadvantage.
Uh-oh. 7.
7?
I do perceive my own stink.
Your eyes are watering, you can't see.
Oh!
Your stink brings tears to my eyes. I love it.
Okay, so with a 7, you are just not really paying really close attention to anything because the last 3 nights have been fairly peaceful and not expecting much to happen. The 2 carts are riding side by side, and you just hear this like followed by a very loud crash. And you look over at the other cart, and there's like this giant boulder that hit the second cart.
All this is like,
Hey,
You're
Drakus.
inside the first cart.
yeah, I'm inside the first car, but he's still like,
You
he
heard the
hears
crash,
a crash,
yeah.
and he like looks up and is like,
Like, hey, Drakus, watch where you're going.
With the 7, no, you don't see this. You hear a bunch of snarling, and the horses are spooked.
This is pretty typical.
At that point, you look over at the other cart, and you can see, you specifically being on the front, you can see this creature, like this large creature with white fur, and it is like attacking Kenneth and Drakus in the front, and the other cart has now been beset by an enemy.
Hey, stop it.
if anything, all this like, it says like, Odell, we need to like, the other cart.
And while that happens, you hear another and crash as your cart has now been rocked as well.
Ow.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, no.
Or strength saving throw, sorry.
Oh, phew.
I like
Oh
how
no!
quickly
Oh yeah!
Oh no!
Why did I just go blank? 16.
You managed to like hold on to the seat and not fall off.
Whoa.
But you now see the same creature attacking your own cart. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Hello.
I'm handsome.
You look nice and warm.
It's a big strong man.
The big strong guy attacking my cart. I like your moxie, kid.
Like you got a jib.
Okay, so you two
What's a
are
jib?
in the back.
I don't know.
Okay. and out from the way, you watch as this giant furred beast just rushes the cart. Udu is off to the side,
I didn't see it.
and initiatives.
6.
18.
11.
11. All right. So first up, the Yeti is going to look at Udu, and it is going to cast Chilling Gaze. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Blue steel.
He gives you the look.
Constitution?
Yes.
16.
You managed to pass, so you take, I believe, no damage.
I consider him flirtatious. Oh my.
Can't wait to add his skull to my collection.
Bet he's got a pretty handsome skull.
Mama needs a new purse.
If you play your cards right, you could be my next ex-husband.
All right, so
Or my new rug, whichever one you want to choose.
Why not both?
Yeah, why not both?
and then is going to rush you, Udu,
No.
and is going to make
hug.
2 attacks against you.
Oh no.
It's going to be a 23 to hit
Yep.
and a 16 to hit. 17 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. The first one does 7 damage. The second one does 8 as he just swings at you with 2 meaty claws. So you take 15 points of damage.
Oof.
Well,
Who's the mouse?
The mouse battery dead.
ow.
Okay. Lone, that'll be your turn.
I'm gonna try to hide here.
Roll your stealth.
Modified 20.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack him with my crossbow.
Okay. You unfortunately do not get advantage because he rolled a 21.
Oof.
19.
Oh, definitely.
He's right next to Udu.
Yep, he is engaged.
Oh
Get
my.
that sneak attack.
17, 18, 20.
20 points of damage.
Bang.
You lace a very well placed shot, and it just kind of like hits him in the cheek, and you watch as the arrow like sinks under the skin and like curves around his skull and fires out the back of his head.
Ew. He's not handsome no more.
And it just kind of like roars at you.
No longer husband material.
Aldous.
Aldous will scurry around the cart, keep everyone separated, and
Okay.
he will shooting guiding bolt at our lovely Yeti fellow.
Okay,
That is a 20 to hit.
that'll definitely hit.
Oh my.
That is 21 damage.
21 damage.
And the next person take a swing at him has advantage.
What kind of damage was that?
Radiant.
Radiant damage. Okay, good to know. Udu, you're up.
Alright. I am going to hit him with my battle axe.
Okay.
You have advantage.
I do.
Mhm.
So that's going to be 22.
Yep.
And it's 8. So that's 6.
Okay.
And something I've never done before, but I should have. I have an ability called War Priest. So when attacking with a weapon, I can attack again as a bonus action. So I'm going to do
Equal
that
to the
again.
number of times of your
Equal
wisdom
Yes.
modifier.
Yes.
Yep, do
So
it up.
I'm going to do that again. And that that would be the battle axe again, so 16.
Hits.
4, 5.
Okay. You guys have done considerable amount of damage to this thing in the first turn. Back to
That's how we
the
do.
Yeti's turn. It is going to look at Lone as
21.
it saw her hide. It is going to use Chilling Gaze on you. I need you to make a con save, please.
Oh, he's flirting with you now.
7.
You are stunned. You can make saving throws at the end of each of your turns to try to save. It is going to make 2 more attacks on Uvdu.
Oh no.
That's cocked.
Might be on the flip side.
That's cocked. Come on. Okay, that's going to be a 11's not hit.
Nope.
Second attack is going to be a 24. You're going to take 8 damage.
Oh my goodness.
Lone, you are
Not been a good
stunned.
night for Uvdu.
You can make a Constitution saving, Constitution saving throw at the end of your turn.
But I can't move, speak.
Nope.
So all I can do
All
is
you can do is make your
save.
save. Yeah.
8.
You are still stunned. Aldous.
Second verse is same as the first. Guiding bolt into the Yeti.
Okay.
I use the specific old dice. That's cocked. 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
Jesus Christ.
For 16 damage.
16 damage.
Great.
Alright, and the next attack is advantage. Yeti is up. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as he looks at you and his piercing eyes just kind of grip your soul.
That is a 11.
You are stunned.
Sweet.
It's going to make attack against you.
Well, so much for that.
That landed on top of my other dice, so let's try it again.
How does that even
That's a natural 1.
Haha.
First attack does nothing. Second attack, nope, it's an 11. Doesn't hit either. Okay. Lone, you can make a saving throw.
13.
13. That's what you needed.
Eat.
Aldous, saving throw.
21.
You're good. Uvdu.
I am going to need to cast Cure Wounds upon myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it at second level, so that means I get 2d8s, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
How much did you regain?
8.
Okay.
And
Plus your modifier.
oh, forgot about that. 11. Okay. And then I don't know if I have anything that I can do as a bonus.
I don't think so, no.
No, I'm pretty scarce on those. Alright, well, that's all I wanted to do, really.
Alright, so the Yeti is going to, again, try to do the Chilling Gaze at you, Lone, but as you've saved, you feel the ability to shrug it off. It takes no effect. It is going to continue its barrage on Uvdu. That is 12.
Nope.
That does not hit. And 11. That does not hit.
Nope.
Okay. Lone, you're up.
Crossbolt, baby.
Okay, do it up.
Shoot him.
Shoot.
Modified 20.
That'll hit.
Ain't pretty no more.
15.
15? Yeah, you take this thing and just absolutely decimate it. You shoot it right through the throat as it's getting ready to howl or whatever and just
Did anyone attack before you? You should, because if you
Oh,
didn't,
yeah.
you would have advantage. So you should roll to see if you get a crit.
yeah, do it up.
Anyway, right?
Well, I mean, make
If you
it cooler.
crit, you get double your sneak attack dice too.
Might as well try.
Yeah.
Just roll one more.
Sure.
One more,
And
one
if
more
it's a
D20.
D20, then you double all that.
Nope.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So you destroy this thing, and you look over, and you can see Dracus and Korth are both just like stuck in place, and Ilaria is running in circles around the cart.
Just crying.
So it's up to you guys if you would like to help them or just watch.
I'm gonna watch for a little while.
Well, they just watched us. So just kidding. I should help them.
Let's go poke Dracus. Usually
So like you go over and poke Dracus, and you hear.
What's the matter, buddy? You a little stunned there.
And then Korth is right there next to him. He's kind of like stuck. He's like, ow! Grabs his halberd and just rushes the thing.
They're nothing without us.
And Ilaria is
Ah!
running around in circles on the cart,
Are you
Is she
still
just
injured?
doing that, or is she like got a
running
spell?
away from it.
Okay. Like, are you magically, or no? You're just having a fit.
I just imagine her like running and be like,
I'm in danger.
yeah, basically.
All right. Well, that battle ended really quickly.
Look at us doing a good
Look at
job.
us knowing how to play things.
Yeah, you guys did a huge chunk of damage in the first round.
I'm a glass cannon.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Good job, kid. Look at you killing things. And I pat your head.
I'm like, heals?
Oh, here you go.
I don't need heals.
Okay.
I'm just waiting to be like, is it going to be a warm one? No.
Aldous walks over, prestidigitation. It feels warm.
Don't touch me.
Okay, you walks over.
I'm like,
Nope.
So, roll a perception, investigation.
Investigation.
You, because you have proficiency in investigation,
Yeah,
right?
get her to do it. She's smart. I do.
Yeah, help your investigation.
Anybody helping?
I will help.
Okay.
You guys are the smart ones.
22.
22. You look over on the side of your cart, like the carriage, and you guys were not hit by a rock like the other one. You were hit by what seems to be a very large, like, shield, and it's got like the El Ryland insignia on it.
Like someone like Captain America did.
Yeah.
And it's like in the side of the cart.
Yep. It's like wedged into the cart.
Hey, Uvdu.
What?
Can you get the shield out of the side of the cart? I'll put the cart back together.
I pulled the shield out of the cart.
Roll athletics.
13.
You do not pull the shield out of the side of the cart.
Did here? You know what?
Dracus, pull the shield out of the cart.
Nope, Dracus can't do it.
Well, if Dracus
Wait,
can't do it, I don't feel bad.
Why don't you guys try it again together, and I'll give you guys a blessing of growth.
Korth is gonna be like, hold on, let me try. And he's
I'll
gonna
just-
rage.
I'll just cast guidance on him too, so he has an
Okay.
extra D4.
That is gonna be he's got a +4, so that's gonna be a 23. So yeah,
He's gonna break the cart.
Korth pulls it out and just, and you can see this blue and silver shield, but the El Ryland insignia is gold. Like,
Fancy.
yeah.
Well, nobody put it on their arm in case it's magical.
I already have a shield.
You you investigate the rest of the shield, and you can see where it'd be holding on to, like, there's an actual arm in there.
There's probably the rest. There might be the rest of the bodies, like in that direction.
Can I see a blood trail? Because there would be a trail of something in the snow.
Roll investigation.
Aldous
Roll,
will help.
hold on. Roll survival.
Oh, never mind.
Aldous will assist.
I
Because
don't
he's
know
now
that
like.
would help because you don't have dark vision. And it's night.
I can cast light
Okay, sure.
as a celestial.
Survival?
Yeah.
19.
You can see very large, heavy footprints in the snow and what looks to be like a blood trail leading back.
Huh! Look at that! And do the large, heavy footprints resemble perhaps maybe some giants, perhaps, that I might be familiar with?
No,
Or-
these are Yeti footprints.
These are Yeti footprints?
Yeah.
So it was obvious that the Yeti ripped this man's arm off?
It would seem that way, yes.
Okay, alright. Well, the rest of him might be over there.
Why don't we go check it out?
Alright.
All right.
Take a bit of a break. If anything, Alice explains to Odell that he can use the pieces of the cart to mend it back together when he gets back.
Okay, sounds good. It's not a problem. So the three of you are going to go investigate.
Yes.
Sounds good. With your 19, you have no issue whatsoever following this trail of footprints.
It's almost like I'm used to following trails of footprints and blood in the snow.
The snow is new for you, but yeah.
The snow makes it easier. Look at how
bright it is.
It's so bright.
After about 15 minutes of after about a half an hour, you kind of like find your way into like a thick brush, and these things are not small. You can see where the path has been like pushed out of the way from their hulking bodies as they're making their way through. And you guys make your way up a bit of a hill, and in the side of the hill, there's an opening.
A Yeti cave.
Are we there, Yeti? Oh no!
We'll get used to that, Dan.
Okay.
If anything,
You still have your light out?
if anything at this point, yes, but he's keeping his distance. Is like, you guys should probably go ahead first,
Okay.
and I'll catch up.
Alright. There's a cave that is potentially full of more Yetis.
Is it just a cave visible? You don't know anything else? There's no like.
Can't really see inside at this point. By the looks of it, it goes like in and then around a corner. That's all you can tell.
Can I try to quietly go to the entrance of it?
Roll stealth.
16.
Yeah, you can very easily stealth your way and get it to the entrance. And you can hear like just clang, 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 clang.
Is there like a light or anything?
Nope.
Just playing.
Yep.
Just repetitive playing?
It's not as repetitive as I was doing. Like, it seems a little more sporadic. And then you hear like some grunting, and then a few more clangs, and then like what can only be described as like an angry, like frustrated, outburst, and then clang, 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 and then like a thud.
But Oovdoo's over there.
And I'm just like,
Right, I will sneak back to my cohorts and tell them what I heard.
Very easily done, as there's nothing really around.
I don't know. I think we should check it out. It might be the man who was disarmed.
maybe that's why he sounds so angry.
Maybe.
This would be so much easier if I had 2 arms. Freaking Yeti always taking my arms. I'm on my last one.
You
Only go.
Maybe. You don't know what it is.
We just like take the arm and like wave it in the cave and be like, hello, I've returned.
You didn't bring the arm.
I know, but that would have been funny.
But nobody took it out of the shield.
The shield is still at the cart.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I know. That
No.
just would have been funny.
Yoo-hoo!
Just pull on.
It's like the whole like
Pull on the
lifting the
individual
leg and
tendons
like
instead.
going around the corner.
Ew.
Pull on the individual tendons, just like.
I'll learn a cantrip for that instead.
What do we want to do?
I don't know. You're the one kind of. Well, I guess. I can start in with style, maybe. I don't know.
Because the Uvdu thing to do would be to go up to that cave mouth and be like, "Hey, you in there!" So that's what I would do.
I mean, hear me out. The small one is really good at stabbing things in the shadow. So you'd go do that, but Lone hides beside the cave. So if anything angry comes out, Lone stabs the crap out of it.
She has been pretty
I
good
prefer
at
to
that of
shoot.
late.
Oh, shoots. Either way.
Your shooting is definitely improved.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we can do that.
I
If you guys want to cover me.
I'll cover you. And like all this takes the time to refresh his mage armor.
15. Okay. Your mage armor would still be up.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So that's the plan then. Okay.
All right.
You get into position at the mouth of the cave, just off to the side. What is Aldous doing?
Aldous is just remaining about 40 feet. Like, not hiding per se.
Still
but
have
just,
the light out?
But still have the light out.
Okay.
So I can see.
Yep.
But enough that I can get like a clear shot if anything
Sure.
comes out.
All right. So, Uvdu.
All right. So I'm gonna walk to the mouth of the cave, and I'm gonna be like, "Hello, hello in there. Is anybody here?"
And you're gonna hear, and then like heavy footprints, and then you're gonna like see around like just one of these is just gonna like, and you just see another Yeti, and it is going to rush you.
Oh my god.
Roll initiative.
But I'm hiding.
Oh, okay. Well, you're still hiding. It doesn't matter.
13.
6.
Okay.
20.
Okay. What's your dex mod?
+3.
Okay, you go first.
Woo!
You don't see any of this, unfortunately.
if anything, all this probably just raise an action for that if anything comes to attack Uvdu, to shoot it with a Eldritch Blast.
Holding an action, okay. Yeti is going to stare you down and then realize that it's not working because it hasn't been an hour yet since you made the save. And then it's going to make its 2 attacks against you. One is going to be a 26 to hit. The other one's going to be an 11 to hit.
Nope,
I keep switching that dice out because that one keeps rolling shit.
No, keep it.
And you make your attack.
Shoot! That is a 13 to hit.
That'll hit.
Bang.
So you
For
take
4
8
damage.
points of damage.
8.
Am I switching up this? Oh, no.
There's no battle map for this one. It's going to be theater of mind stuff. And Lone, you're
hidden.
You're hidden. It is within range of Uvdu. No, you would be next because you had a 6, right? Yeah. So Uvdu's next.
Okay, I am going to. Is he like? Where is he in relation to me? Like he's right
Like
in front of
directly
me?
in front of you.
Okay. I think I'm going to try my old friend inflict wounds again.
Go for it.
See.
Pinch my cheeks like
Yeah, aren't you cute? 16.
That'll hit.
All right.
Roll your dice and do your damage.
10. Where's my other 10? 10?
10.
That's an 8.
Thanks.
So that's 5, 12, 13 plus 3.
I don't think you get to add a modifier to that.
You are correct. 13.
Okay. You watch as the sickly green energy, she like grabs this thing by the fur and just kind of like grabs tight, and you watch as it just transfers through her arm and just like pulses. And again, you watch as like the fur in the area just it goes from like white to gray and then just starts falling off.
I'm channeling your truth tonight.
Now it is your turn. You are hidden. Yeah, it does not see you.
Crossbow to the face.
To the side of the head.
17.
That'll hit.
Sneak attack.
Yep.
13.
13. Okay. Top of the round. Aldous.
He's going to shoot a Eldritch Bolt at Yeti. That is 23 to hit
That'll hit.
for 7 damage. And Aldous is going to say his own blessings of Mumbo Jumbo. And he's going to throw 2d6 of healing at Uvdu for 7 healing.
Aw, how nice of you.
Blessings of Grimsh.
I would say blessings of your truce on you, but they're not very good blessings.
Okay.
He's not known for blessings.
Okay. Yeti's turn. It's going to look at you, try to make the chilling gaze. Again, doesn't work. Thank you for that. It's going to make an attack against you and an attack against you. So it's going to just kind of like swing wildly and try to hit Uvdu for a 26. And it's going to swing wildly at Lone for a 13. Does not hit. So you take 7 points of damage.
Ow!
After you're up, Lone, Uvdu.
Okay, I'm going to use my last second level spell slot to cast Cure Wounds upon myself.
Okay, how'd you roll?
12.
You regain 12?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's pretty much all that I can do.
Lone, you're up.
Thing.
Same thing,
Yep.
crossbow.
14.
Out of hit.
Damage.
14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay, it's looking really hurt. Top of the round, Aldous.
Eldritch Bolt. That is a 9 total.
Does not hit, just goes wide. It is going to do the same thing.
Yep.
It's going to attack one of you each. There's going to be a 16 to hit.
Right on.
Okay, so that'll hit.
Yeah.
That'll be an 8 for you. So you're going to take 7 points of damage again.
Too bad.
Too fast, too furious.
You're up. You do.
I am going to hit it with my battle axe.
Okay.
For a modified 20.
That'll hit.
That's 7 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use War Priest again.
Do it up.
Just waiting to get hit so I can be like,
Right?
And that's for 10.
When you're taking your second here.
You slice this thing right down the middle, and just kind of like from neck to gut, just everything pours out.
Ah!
thought they smelled bad on the outside.
That's me.
You do smell bad on the outside too.
Always.
All right, you guys have defeated the Yeti standing in front of the cave. Or what's next?
I'll just take some moment to speak more. Blessing Mumbo Jumbo. And heals Udu another 7 HP.
Oh boy, I'm just bouncing back and forth between these 7 HPs.
I take 7. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't.
I'm feeling very conflicted right now.
All right.
Sounded like he was doing something in the cave.
We should. Well, let's go see what's in the cave. He's probably the only one there, considering you knocked politely.
Do we hear anything in the cave?
Roll a perception check.
Mm, 10.
Not really. It seems to have quieted down.
Well, I'll just, if anything, takes a moment. Takes a kind of breath in, like, I'm probably gonna get mauled. And struts inside with his light.
All right. So you're heading in first?
Yes.
Okay. And you have a major armor. Okay. You come around the corner, and why don't you roll a perception check, seeing as you're the first one in?
Whoop. That is a 16.
16? All right. So you see a pile of bones and armor and like gory bits of flesh, and it seems like a recent kill. And this is kind of like there's a trash pile of what was the remains and non-edibles. There is fecal matter. Like there's like bats at the top of the cave, and there's like a tiny little creature stirring over on the far side of the cave.
Oofdo,
What?
you want to wrestle a thing?
Okay.
he like points to the small creature, like there's a creature in the corner.
That's
Okay.
the creature.
You go over and you see a baby yeti.
Oh, he's adorable.
It's like it's like waking up, and it's like got like a human hand. It's like chewing the finger, but it's got no
Oh, I instantly fall in love. I pick him up. I'm like, look at him. He's so cute. He reminds me of my
teeth.
son.
Roll animal handling.
Animal handling?
Yeah.
13.
It
I kiss him on his little noggin.
Uh-oh.
is.
You need a higher DC for that.
That's not where I was expecting that to go. Okay. It is not at all impressed with this. It. All right.
It's like kissing a peanut.
16 to hit.
No, well, 16 matches.
Okay, so then it hits. It throws the human hand at you. Yeah. It hits you in the face.
Oh, he reminds me of my kids.
You take 2 points of damage.
That's fine.
I like his spunk.
Yeah. I'm your mommy now.
Oh, God.
Aldous just shuffles off to the corner, picks up the armor.
Roll investigation on the remains pile.
I'll help.
Lone is
On that
helping.
hand that hit you,
Mm-hmm.
you felt a ring hit your face.
That's new. I pick up the hand.
17 investigation.
Okay, you find like 4 coin purses, each one carrying about 10 silver. You find a badly beaten breastplate. It's like split mail, and it's got the same insignia as the shield. It's the blue and silver of Elder Island with the gold emblem.
Okay.
What's his name, Udo?
I'm gonna need to pick a name for him.
We've now adopted a Yeti.
Yes.
Where are you gonna keep him? We're gonna have to figure out like a cage.
Why would I cage my son?
Okay.
I mean, I had to do that a couple times for my own children, but we'll see how rowdy this
All right,
one gets.
Udo and Lone roll history check.
6.
12.
You seem to remember that you were asked to do something else by Olivia Yarman.
Oh, right, we were supposed to go find some people. I wrote down that we rescued 90% of orphans.
Yeah.
10% of orphans didn't make it.
Yeah.
Oh no!
That was the fire episode.
Yeah, that was the
I
fire
remember.
episode. We were supposed to at some point find a troop of people.
Well,
It's
Have
not.
they been consumed?
Is there? Well, I probably from the number of bones here and other. I think we found the troop of people.
I'm gonna pick up the hand and take the ring off of it, and then put the hand back in the baby's mouth. And then I'm gonna look at the ring, and is it an El Ryland ring?
It's the El Ryland insignia
Okay,
ring.
I have one already.
And you remember that it's one of 3 that was sent out.
Right, we were supposed to get them.
There we go.
So in the middle of this cave, or sorry, on the side of this cave, not far from where the baby was, you can see like this one rock that's like a stalagmite that's jutting out of the ground that seems to be blunt, and there's like what looks like they were using that to try to like break the bodies to get them out of the armor. And like you can see like there's pools of blood around it, and it's just like they were smashing the armor against the rocks to try to like break it out so they can get to the tasty innards. Yeah.
Like those birds.
So there was, you were to find the rings if you could, and if possible, the armor with the gold emblem on it.
Well,
I put the ring on my finger to hold on to it.
It doesn't fit your finger.
Anybody want to wear a ring?
I'll wear it.
I put it on his finger.
Okay, ring goes on your finger.
Sweet.
It's very similar to the one you have already,
Yes.
but are not wearing.
Yes. And I guess I'll help you guys carry this armor back to the cart so that we have armor.
You only need one.
We only need one? Okay. Well, I can still help.
The one with the gold.
Yeah.
The one with the gold. If anything, when we get back to the cart, Aldous will take some, and after Aldous spends some time repairing the cart with magic,
Yeah.
he'll actually cast mending on the armor a bit to kind of restore it somewhat.
Roll an Arcana check, and let's see how much you can do.
That is a 18.
It comes out surprisingly better than what you were expecting, knowing that you're kind of like pushing mending to its complete limit, trying to reshape metal.
Yeah, like it's to make it look, put it back in a state where it can be forgeable without shattering.
Yeah, like I said, you understand that it has its limits, and you did not try to surpass said limits, and you did not do any damage to said armor. It looks a lot better than it did. Yeah, so you guys now have one split mail armor of the El Ryland Elite Guard.
Question. Is this Yeti a male or a female?
You haven't checked.
I'm going to check.
Roll a nature check.
Roll a nature check.
I don't know if you would know what reproduction of a Yeti looks like.
18.
You know what a reproduction of a Yeti looks like. It is a female.
Then her name shall be Ugak.
Ugak?
Yes.
Ugak?
Ugak the Yeti.
Oh, we got Carla the chicken and Ugak the Yeti.
Ugak.
So,
What kind of noise does a baby Yeti make?
so the same noise Ugdu makes when she's upset.
Yeah. That's why we relate.
This creature at this point straight up hates you.
Just like my other children.
Okay, just so you're aware.
I kiss its little boopster. Mwah.
That's fucked. That one not hit. You kind of. it tries to like headbutt you, and you just. No. Okay.
I have 2 sons. You're gonna have to do better than that, young lady.
This is gonna take some serious like.
Attunement.
No, this is this is
Baby.
gonna take some serious work on your part, Uvdu.
I'm a good mother.
Your history would say otherwise.
I'm a good mother by orc standards.
So I'm not sure what the end game is here, but if you're trying to tame a yeti, this is going to take a lot of time, and you are going to have to feed this thing, care for this thing, and be responsible for this, at this point, completely savage animal.
Yeah, it's my kid.
Okay, I'm just, as long as everyone's on the same boat.
I mean, I might give it a haircut at some point, but
I'm not sure you would find a barber who would do that.
I can do it.
Right. Okay. That changes
Bonds.
things.
Baby Ugak.
Baby.
Wait, how fast do Yetis age? I have questions.
You're gonna have a lot of questions, and you're gonna figure it out as you go. Because
Okay.
there's
Because
no-
you don't know either, do you?
no, there's not really been any. As far as you know, this has never been attempted before.
Eh. What was I gonna do? Leave the baby by itself to starve in that gross pit?
I mean, technically, it wasn't starving.
I kiss it on its little booster. Mwah.
Oh
Oh,
god.
well,
All right.
Rooster.
Well, you guys make your way back to the cart.
I wrap it up in my extra warm blanket.
You swaddle the yeti.
I burrito it so it can't do anything.
I have chains left over.
So
Make
why?
a Constitution saving throw.
Why is it gonna fart on me?
No.
Constitution? 9.
You guys are walking back to the cart, and Uvdu's playing with this thing,
Who's a little boopster?
and she's just like, I don't know, what was the marching order here? Like,
If anything, Aldous would be just kind of. Well, I guess Aldous at this point would be in the front, kind of leading the way
Okay.
because.
Well, we were moving the armor out.
Yeah.
And she was staying behind with her little floofster.
okay. So, you guys do not see this, but like Uvdu's like playing with it, and just like Uvdu is stunned, like mid sentence just stops,
I'm so in love with it.
and the baby yeti wiggles free.
No.
Oh no.
Very quickly, just roll initiative, just her.
I don't want to hit him.
No, and just think
See if
in
it was-
6-second rounds.
Natural 20.
Okay, all right. You would go first. Make another Constitution saving throw.
6.
You are still stunned. The baby starts climbing the wall.
The
Make
wall?
yeah, they have a
Are we
yeah,
in
just
the
have a
cave?
climbing. Yeah, you guys didn't leave the cave yet.
Okay.
Well, you didn't. I don't
I
know
thought
if you
you
did.
was talking.
We're like at
yeah.
the entrance, and if anything, Aldous would be like, Uvdu? Uvdu?
Make it's now climbed up the cave wall. Make another Constitution saving throw.
19.
You snap out of it, and this thing is like 80 feet up the wall.
Ugak, get down here right now! And I want to intimidate it. Like a good mom does.
Roll intimidation.
Natural 20!
Not knowing the language you're speaking, it doesn't respond.
But is it
Daniel.
intimidating?
It's intimidated. It's not coming down.
I kick the cave wall
You kick the cave wall.
in an attempt to make it come down. I'm not leaving that cave until I get that baby in my hands.
You kick the cave wall, and all those bats that I mentioned earlier fly off the ceiling.
I don't care. I'm waiting for the baby.
You get down here, Ugak.
You take 2 points of damage.
That's fine.
Second bat doesn't do no damage. Fourth bat will hit. That'll do 2 points of damage. Do you want to attack the bats? Do anything?
I want the baby.
What are you going to do to get it?
Well...
Can you poke it with something?
It's 80 feet in the air.
I wish Korth was here.
Do we have any rations from the caribou left?
I have
No,
rations.
not from the caribou.
Right, 'cause we ate.
You ate them all.
There is still human flesh everywhere.
Ooh, I have fleshy things. I put my caribou skull on and I'm like, yeah, delicious caribou skull. Num num num.
Num num.
Okay, but still not understanding the language you're speaking.
What languages?
Roll performance or something.
What?
Be like, ooh, I'm a caribou.
What languages do Yetis speak?
Yeti.
Probably.
I have drow ears. I'm gonna be like, you. Can I try to lure?
Roll persuasion at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Persuasion.
You intimidated it, and now you're trying to get it to come closer.
Okay. Persuasion. That's a 5.
It doesn't seem to be coming any closer.
At this point, Aldous is like has come back into the cave, be like, "What's the hold up?"
I want that baby. Ooh, wait!
Oh god.
I have a spell called Command.
Yeah!
Oh.
Do it!
And the target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or follow the command in the next turn. So I'm going to say, Ugak, you get down right now!
Wisdom saving throw of 13.
Yes.
God damn it. Alright, just so there's no question about
Okay,
this, I'm
alright.
going to roll this in front of you guys.
Okay.
They have a +1 to their wisdom.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice, smart little boy.
He's smart.
He doesn't come down on 12 plus.
Oh god. It does not listen.
Well, that sucks.
And it wouldn't have worked anyways, because it's outside of the range.
Why did you roll it then? You fucking
Because
smartass.
I forgot. I said it's 80 feet in the air. Command only works up to 60 feet.
Maybe he's secretly hoping that we adopt a Yeti baby.
If it's going to happen, you're going to have to do something freaking ridiculous to get it to trust you.
Alright, here's what I'm going to do.
No, wait. Aldous is like, come here for a moment.
What?
Just he takes off his toque. Wear this, but become a Yeti.
How do I make it work?
Just you put it on, and you think of what you want it to disguise you as.
I put it on,
Oh, I need to look up
and I'm like,
statistics.
do I look like a Yeti?
You're already Yeti.
Yeah.
I don't know that you can change shape with it. So
I
give
just
me a
want
quick
any
second.
face. I don't want to change my shape. I just want the face of a Yeti.
Your shape would be the same, but your like appearance would be of a Yeti.
All right, so you put on the hat and nothing changes,
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I pick up one of the human arms,
and you seem to remember it requires attunement.
Ah, yes. He
I
takes
throw
that.
I throw your stupid hat back at you.
You know what? He turns into Yeti. This is backup.
Jesus.
Aldous turns into a Yeti.
Yeah. You want? Let me try. Aldous will turn to a Yeti, and he'll say some other mumbo jumbo, aka putting guidance on himself so he can like focus in, and he's going to try and convince the Yeti to come down and be like. Like he's just making like garbled sounds, but he's trying to like indicate he
okay,
comes
so you have your hat of disguise and you make yourself look as Yeti as possible, still really slender.
Very
as
small.
No, really slender. Like you can't change your body shape.
Yeah.
So
He's a
it's
small Yeti.
He's just
Yeah.
a really thin Yeti.
he's a really thin Yeti. Roll Persuasion. No disadvantage, just persuasion.
Okay.
Come on.
And with my guidance of a D4. That is 16.
It's looking at you confused and curious.
If anything, Aldous like walks over and like grabs a meaty bone and like tries to like beast tamer offer meat to him.
Well, I mean, it's still got the human hand.
Well, Aldous is ignoring that at this point, and he's offering.
It's gonna look at you, and it's like holding onto the side of the wall. And it's gonna take the hand and like bite it while staring at you,
Can I?
and it's just waiting to see what you do.
If anything, Aldous takes the bone and also bites into it.
He's just like,
So you just bit into it. Okay, just making sure.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
Aldous became a Wendigo.
Well, yeah, if anything, Aldous will like, kind of like grump, like pointing towards the door with his like bone in his hand while he's like chewing, I guess.
Okay. Roll persuasion again. Last attempt for Aldous.
That is a 60.
Same as last time. It's not really sure. It kind of looks like it might trust you because of how you look. It's coming down the wall slightly. It's not. It's still like 40 feet up in the air.
If anything, Aldous like just keeps eating, I guess. He's not trying to like lose the axe, so he's just sitting there like.
you sure you want to eat that human?
Make a Constitution saving throw, just to see if you can stomach this.
No.
Yeah, you.
If anything, Aldous is like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's fair. You should really only eat human if you have the right seasoning. And I pick up the arm and I just bite it and eat it.
Well, tonight took
Even
a
I
turn.
would eat that.
What, you never eaten a human before?
No.
Tonight took a really sharp turn.
If you would have just given me the baby, I wouldn't have had to eat somebody's arm.
One last persuasion roll. With the two of you doing it together, we'll do it at advantage.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll for it?
We can both do it. Let's both.
Okay. You each roll one.
Mm-hmm.
This is it. Okay. I know the DC.
Mm-hmm.
If it does not go above the DC, it does not work.
That's a natural 20. Fuck. You son of a bitch! Look at that! I got a baby.
Okay. It comes down and it's imprinted on you, I guess.
I
Sure.
offer it the rest of the arm.
God damn it. Okay.
If any, this is where all this spits out like any food he still had.
You like horribly start retching. You're still looking like a Yeti.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
you start throwing up.
If anything, he like takes out his water skin, flavors it with precipitation, and just like, oh.
Need to get some pine cone broth in you.
Okay.
He continues.
Candace got familiar.
Oh my god. Okay, this is a thing that has happened.
Come on, baby Ugak. Let's go home.
Just because. Roll a Constitution saving throw one last time.
Sure.
To see if he turns into a Wendigo.
No, 2. That is
You are frozen solid in place. You are stunned.
He's like puking.
It's like dripping.
It's like dripping out of the corners of his mouth, and he's just kind of like not moving at all. 6 seconds goes by. Roll another save.
Not one.
You are still Yep.
That's 18 plus 3.
All right, you come out of it, and roll an Arcana check real quick. Nature check.
Nature check. That's an 11.
Okay. You seem to understand that the Yetis that you fought also had this ability to stun you. And it seems that after an hour, you are able to be stunned again. So this is a thing that is going to happen.
He's like Baby Yoda.
Quite randomly to any one of you or your horses or whatever was within 30 feet of it.
Don't worry, baby Uyak. I'll teach you to harness your powers. I wrap him up in my bear cloak like those ladies, like baby mums do, with the like wrap thing around them, and I'm like, let's go home. And I kiss his little booper.
We might want to keep him like in a way that he can't see the horses. I think he'll be scared of the horses. At this point, all this is like turned back into his human shape.
Okay.
No. You know what? I need to feel like normal for a bit. Turns into a wizard hat.
Okay, so you now have a Yeti that you are going to try to tame.
We're gonna bond this whole
He
trip.
is wrapped up on Oobdoo, Baby Yeti.
Baby Yeti
This
is now
is-
added to the loot list.
Okay. This took a turn. Okay.
I thought my days
Well
of
then.
mothering were over, but they're not.
She found her calling in life, finally. The gods have blessed her with a new
Oh,
child.
Luthic blesses us all. And that's the story of Oobdoo and her new best friend,
Her new son, daughter,
daughter.
her new daughter.
Yep.
Be Ukek.
I'll teach her the ways of the orc.
Of all the things, the orc is probably the most appropriate.
Exactly. It's
That's why we
He's
bonded.
fated by Luthic herself
Yeah, exactly. She sent me to this cave.
Okay.
to murder the parents and then take the child.
That's what orcs do, I'm telling you. How else are you gonna spread the orc word?
I think we're going to call it. To anybody who's still watching, we thank you very much for your patronage. This episode will be up on YouTube on Tuesday. If you enjoyed the art assets on the stream, type in !art in the chat and you'll get a link to Tiffany's website. She does the art assets. And if you enjoyed the ambiance, type in !music and you'll be taken to the link to Swordco Soundscapes. He has allowed us to use all of his stuff on stream here. So, have a good weekend, guys. I will figure this out, and we will come back next Friday. Bye, guys.